president says that you should lose your right to buy and own a gun, what are you going to do about that?
If he says that that's what's gold, then if that's what needs to happen, then that's what needs to happen. And you know what? Here's the other.
Yeah. What? So you're okay with it? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Hello?
How old are you?
2006.
I'm 22.
And do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Election on today,
I
Harris
love
versus
Trump.
Trump. Who would you rather vote for?
Oh, Trump all day.
Okay, why do you
all
support
day.
Trump?
I support Trump because he actually loves this country and he doesn't want to destroy the country.
Okay, here, let me make sure the other person's Trump supporter, and then we can. Pepsi,
Okay.
there. Do you support Trump?
Absolutely, 1000%. Yeah,
Election on today, Harris versus Trump. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump, all
Okay.
day long.
Alrighty, why do y'all support Trump? Go back into it.
Well, let me ask you guys a couple questions really fast, okay?
Alrighty.
So you say that you don't support the military, or you're not going to go into the military. You wouldn't go join the army, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Neither
join
one
the
of you
army
would go
myself.
into the army, right? So if the president today said, "Hey, you're being drafted to the army or in the military to go fight for our country," would you do it?
I would
No.
dodge the draft just like Trump. I would randomly, apparently, just
So
have
let
bone
me ask
spores.
you this then: how
Bone
do you
spurs.
successfully call yourself an American, and why would you be supporting a Democrat or a Republican?
I could tell you. I could answer this question.
Go ahead,
I don't think-
please.
I think that the draft is anti-American. I think that for generations we've referred to America as this land of the free, where rights are respected, where interests are respected, where liberties are respected, and where life is respected. But I think that the draft fundamentally ignores and infringes on all of those principles. My great uncle was drafted against his will into Vietnam. He didn't want to fight, but he was forced to. And he ended up dying a very slow and painful death after his helicopter was shot down over the sea off coast of Vietnam, and then he drowned. And none of his remains have been found. And his sister, my grandma, all these years later, still cries every time his name is mentioned, and cries every single time she sees
And
a
do you
photo
know?
of him
And do
on
you
her
know what
wall.
that is?
So because of that, let me tell
That's
you.
called a sacrifice, my
because
friend.
of-
And that's
because
a
of-
sacrifice
be-
that these people
because of
in
that,
this country make
because-
every single
one moment,
day.
One moment. Because of that, absolutely, I think that the draft is anti-American, and absolutely, if I was drafted, I would dodge it.
Yeah, and let me explain to you. The draft was created for people like you because you want to sit here and take in all the benefits that this country has to offer, but you want to do absolutely nothing for your country.
Have you been in the military?
Yeah, I was in the military for a little bit. Yeah.
Have you gone to war?
No, I have not.
Okay, like, would you say the same thing about Trump? Because Trump dodged the draft.
Yeah, I would. Absolutely. 100%.
So then why do you
And
support that guy?
because he's done more for this country than a lot of people have. He stood up to
Like
a lot
what?
of things, and well, he has a backbone. Number one, okay. Number two,
No, he
he's not
doesn't.
afraid.
No new wars. Release all the Epstein files. Repeal and replace the ACA. Build the wall. Make Mexico
Okay,
pay
let's talk.
for
Let's
it.
talk about it. Let's talk about
Reduce
it. Let's-
electricity prices by 50%
Okay,
within a
stop.
year.
Pause.
And the
You can name them all
Russia-Ukraine
day
war in
long.
24 hours.
You can name them all day long, but let me ask you this.
I know I
You get your
can.
facts from Google and from wherever, you and Dean, right? But let's just talk about this. You were just talking smack about Google because, oh my God, it was so weird that they
No,
told
I get
Dean
my
that he was
sources from
bi.
actual sources. Google is just a search engine. We don't just look at AI overview. We look at the sources. The AI overview says that. We look at actual sources. Think of the galaxy.
Okay.
Wow,
I
what a
don't agree
blunder.
with that, but there's a lot of stuff that you talk about that is controversial, first of all. And second of all, when you don't get the answer that you want, then you turn to hypothetical questioning and hypothetical this and hypothetical that. But
That's
the truth
called
of it
debating,
is
sir.
But the truth of it is that you are both sitting here on a platform and you're getting views and you're trying to say people are going to be Democrats and you're trying to convert them. But yet, you're not even willing to go fight for this country. The same country that gives you your
Yeah,
freedom.
this is currently under the
every
Trump administration.
single-
If the Trump administration drafted
every
me, I would totally dodge.
single
Yeah.
day.
Also,
What?
my friend, I want to ask you a question. You said
Yeah,
that my
whatever.
granduncle's life was a sacrifice. A sacrifice for what?
For the freedoms that you take for granted every single day.
Explain
sitting
to me
here on
how the
It's kinda
American
messed
war
up
in
to say
Vietnam.
that
Explain to me how. Explain to me how the American war in Vietnam was a fight for the freedoms of Americans. What freedoms were on the line?
Okay,
Lips, you
here's
can
how
hop
it
back in the
was,
box. You just
okay?
had a background noise. Go ahead.
Here's Here's how it is. Every single time we choose to make war with a country, right? It doesn't matter if we're going to war with Israel. It doesn't matter if we're going to war with Japan. It doesn't matter if we're going with China. It doesn't matter where we're going to war, okay? What matters is the reason behind the war.
That's what I'm asking you.
The
for.
reason
What was
behind the war is
Vietnam
always because of the same stuff you're talking about, a debate. It's with two people.
What was the reason behind the Vietnam War, my friend?
There was lots of reasons behind the Vietnam War.
What were they?
Are you serious?
What were they?
You have to be kidding, my dude.
No,
Can
we're
you
just
specify?
asking you what you think the justified reasons were to go to the war with Vietnam.
Number one, freedom. Number two.
Wait, let's go into that. Let's go into that. What freedoms would we have
let's talk about
lost?
slavery. Let's talk about slavery first, okay? Let's back up to that. Okay?
No.
What?
No.
What
Because
freedom?
now
No.
all of a sudden You don't want to talk about
What-
it.
We're talking about
freedoms would
Vietnam,
we have
sir.
lost?
Don't pivot.
What
I'm
freedoms?
not pivoting.
You are.
I'm not pivoting at all.
What freedoms would we have lost if we did not go to war in Vietnam?
All of them.
Explain to me how. Explain to me how we would have lost all of our freedoms if we did not go to war in Vietnam.
You would have lost a lot of your freedoms if we didn't go to war in Vietnam.
How?
Because why?
Because it's like, well, what do you go to war for? You go to war for debate, right?
Okay, this is a circular argument. You don't
not
seem to be
bragging
able to
like
give
that.
any
I'm not
explanatory power for how and why we would have lost all of our freedom.
Okay, if we didn't go to war, would we have won?
We didn't win and we went to war, but you're now avoiding my question.
I'm
I want
not,
an
my dude.
answer to
I'm
my
trying
question.
to. This is the thing about you liberals, and this is the thing about you guys as Democrats, right? Is because you try to twist the story to your narrative. When it's your narrative and the bus is going down the road,
twisting the
in the
story.
correct
Dean has
way,
done
then
nothing
you're
to
okay
twist
with it.
any narrative.
Yeah, I'm just asking you a question. That's it. That's all, man. I'm just asking questions here.
And I'm answering them, but they're not being answered the way that you want them to be.
What
answered.
was the answer?
Let's
What
talk
was-
about. Wait a minute. Let's shift gears.
No.
Let's
What
shift
was the
gears.
answer? What was the explanation on how if we didn't go to war in Iran, we would have lost all of our freedom?
You don't think you would have lost anything? Is that what you really believe?
Yeah.
This isn't an explanation of how we would have lost all of our freedoms if we didn't go to war, man. Just answer.
Okay, listen, I choose not to answer that one, but listen, let's talk about abortion, okay? You guys don't believe in abortion, is that correct? You're against it or for it?
Why are we pivoting to abortion now? We were talking about the
Because
Vietnam War,
it's
sir.
another topic that I want to talk about, and it's
Yeah, we
it's a
can
very
talk
common
about it
that
in a second.
everyone
Right now,
thinks.
we're talking about the Vietnam War, sir. You're
Okay,
explaining
well,
to
I'm
us how
choosing not to
the Vietnam War was necessary for all of our freedoms, every
Yeah,
single one.
absolutely it was.
That Donald Trump is
Absolutely it
undermining,
was.
by the way.
Yeah, absolutely it was. 1,000%.
How
Because
so?
it made us stronger. Because it made us stronger as a nation.
Losing in Vietnam made us stronger as a nation.
Yeah, 100%, my dude. Yeah, 100%. Because guess why? Because now that we lost, you're correct. We may have lost, but guess what? We learned from our mistakes when we lose.
If
Correct?
we lost the war, then why didn't we lose any freedoms?
Because here's the thing. Because we were more powerful in the end. Do you not?
By the
understand
way,
this?
Dean, like he literally just owned himself without realizing. That was the defeater, Dean.
I didn't own anything. I'm not
You
owning
owned
myself. I'm
yourself.
explaining to you why it was important. That's why. And here's the other thing. Because of the loss of the war, then guess what? We regrouped as a nation, the nation that you take for granted every single day. And we came back and we said, hey, listen, this is what we need to focus on. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to come together as a nation for. We didn't use segregation, did we?
Listen, I
No,
don't
we
think
didn't.
that you could say that me and Parker take our nation for granted just
do,
because we
100%.
think the
You're not
vast
even willing to
majority
go to war
of
for your
all
country, my
military
dude.
involvement on behest of
You're
our
not
nation
willing to go to
has
country
been
for your nation.
imperialistic and immoral by nature. I think
Immoral.
that literally
But,
every single
okay,
decision
so
the
you're trying to
neocons
say-
have
is
made
what
in
you're trying
Congress
to
about
say-
foreign interventionism
is
over the
what you're
course of the
trying
last
to say is that it's
75 years
immoral.
has been terrible.
Okay, so is what you're trying to say is it's immoral to have somebody go to war, but it's not immoral for you to sit here every day and suck off the
only
liberties
moral
or
war,
freedoms of
the only
United
moral
States.
war that exists
How are we
is
sucking
a
off the freedoms?
defensive war to defend. Okay, is a defensive war to defend the integrity and the right to self-determination of one's people in lack of all other alternatives. Like, I don't think it's wrong when Ukraine goes to war to defend their homeland from Russia. Okay, but I do think it's
That's
wrong
because you don't live
when-
in UK or in Ukraine.
Hey, dude, how about this? If we were being domestically invaded, right? Like, by a foreign nation, right? I would
Okay.
defend the country that I live in. Okay, but I'm not going to be sent off to a foreign war that's offensive by the Trump administration through the context
Okay,
of a
so
draft.
let me ask you this. If Iran says we're gonna go and attack the United States of America, and they planned it out and they don't care, they're going for a Hail Mary, and they said we're doing it. And Trump
they
says,
started
okay,
attacking civilian
and Trump
infrastructure and did a
says-
foreign invasion, I would defend my house.
100%. And what are you going to defend it with? What do you have in your house right now that you're going to defend it with?
I have a 9
My
millimeter.
mind.
I have a 12 gauge.
Exactly.
I'm hoping
Isn't
to get
that
an
interesting that you have those?
I'm hoping to get an SBR soon too.
Yeah, and isn't it interesting that you have those? And do you know why you have those? Because of our
self-defense?
Second Amendment.
Which we
Right.
haven't undermined. Like what? We don't disagree with the
Well,
Second
I'm not saying
Amendment.
that you undermined it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is
you
you're
mean
taking-
you mean the amendment in the Constitution that Trump wants to
Exactly.
abolish? Yeah.
No, he doesn't want to abolish it.
He said he wants to
No.
terminate all rules,
Termination.
regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution, and he's explicitly said he wants to take away the Second Amendment rights of trans Americans.
Of trans Americans. Trans Americans.
Yeah, that's still the Second Amendment right being taken away. That's hello.
Here's the other thing. Okay, let's switch over. Let's switch gears now and let's go to abortion. So are you for abortion or against abortion?
Why are we pivoting again? Perch the glowing jellyfish. I'm a pro-choicer.
You're a pro-choicer, so I'm asking you: are you against it or for it? A
I'm
pro-choicer
for
is not an
access
answer.
to it. I think it's amoral
Okay, so you
in most
believe
instances.
that if a female wants to not have a child, that she has every right to go into the doctor and say, I want to end this.
Yeah,
pregnancy."
kill that shit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
we don't
okay
care
with
about
murder,
embryos. We don't think that they're babies.
Okay. So
Wait,
let me ask you
so
this.
we
Let me
wouldn't
ask
say
you
that we're okay with murder because we don't think it is murder. But then Parker brought up the point about how Donald Trump wanted to abridge on Second Amendment rights, specifically
No,
for
wait,
trans
we're talking
Americans.
about
Then
abortion. I
you
wanna talk
responded
about
by
abortion.
saying, "Yeah, trans
No,
Americans."
I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about
my
abortion.
question is: have you ever heard the phrase "first they came for the socialists"?
First, I want to talk about abortion. So, is
Okay.
what you're trying to tell me is
But
that
the pivot, by the way. No, we're going to talk about abortion after you respond to Dean.
Have you ever heard the phrase "first they came for the socialists"?
have you ever heard of the phrase "first they came for we the people"?
This guy's an idiot. Just
not
answer
an
my question. Literally, have you ever heard the phrase "first they came for the socialists"?
Yes, I have. Who
Where does
has?
that phrase come from? Do you know?
Who cares? Nobody cares about that.
Well, it comes from a
What is-
comes from a poem.
What is the diplomatic point you're trying to make?
it comes from a poem from a pastor that lived in Nazi Germany. He said, "First they
great.
came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade
Great.
unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was nobody left to speak out for me." So when we look at Trump telling his DOJ to try to find any and all ways to ban any and all gun ownership for trans Americans, and even the NRA speaks out and rejects that as blatantly unconstitutional and in violation of our Second Amendments, and then you respond by saying, "Oh yeah, trans Americans," obviously implying that you don't really care because you're not a trans Americans. Well, if we don't speak out for the trans Americans who are having their rights abridged, who's going to speak out for us if it ever comes to that point where our rights are being abridged?
You know who will stand up for me? I'll stand up for my damn self. And you know what else? Let me explain something else to you. Here's the funny part about
So what
that
are you
that
going to
say.
do if the president?
Here's
What are
here's
you
the
going to
funny
do
thing.
if the president says that you should lose your right to buy and own a gun? What are you going to do about that?
If he says that that's what's gold, then if that's what needs to happen, then that's what needs to happen. And you know what? Here's the other.
What? So you're okay with it?
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain.
Wait,
something to you.
wait. He just
God.
advocated. He said it would be totally okay if Trump took away the Second Amendment after literally complaining about all this
I
bullshit.
did not say that. I did not say that. He said, would I support it if he told me, if he came to me and said, hey, I'm doing this, you're going to do with it. You're going to do it. That's what I said. I said, yeah. If the president came to me and today and said, hey, you're giving up this right, then I would say, okay, I don't have a choice. Because you know why? Because I'm a part of the United States Constitution. I'm a part of the United States. And I
That
don't
would be in
care.
violation of the Constitution, by the way. Like,
Listen, here's the
What the
deal.
hell
I
is,
don't
what the
care.
hell is going on, man?
I don't
The fuck
care
is
if
this
it's
shit?
I don't care if it's President Trump supporting this country. I don't care if it's you supporting this country. Whoever it is.
if Joe
regardless of
Biden
whether-
asked you to undermine the Constitution, your Second Amendment rights, he came up to you and said specifically that he's going to take away your Second Amendment rights, how would you respond?
I would say okay, 100%.
You'd be okay with
Because
it?
you know why? because he is the one in charge. And here's the other thing, right?
So then why are you even talking to us about the Second Amendment and fighting for your rights? You just said you'd be totally okay with them taking away our rights. You just said,
No.
I'll fight for our freedoms, but then we brought up a freedom that is being taken away, and you're like, I'm not going to fight for it.
I would fight for our freedoms, and I would fight
So
for
would you
our
fight
rights,
for the Second
but-
Amendment?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then
Of
why
course
would
I
you just say that, that's okay, you just took it away?
Okay, because see, here's the thing. You guys are not intelligent at all. Here's the thing. In order to
How many continents are there?
In order to gain more momentum.
Sir, how many continents are there?
Listen, how many?
Sir, how many continents are there?
Are you going to let me talk or no?
If you answer
You're
this
asking
question
after question.
how many
because this is
continents are there,
how-
sir?
It doesn't matter if I know the answer or not. I do know the answer, but it doesn't matter.
I
But
don't think
listen,
you do.
I'm trying to explain something to you.
Go ahead.
Okay? In order to gain momentum for a cause or a purpose, you have to first acknowledge the existence of the purpose. This is what you guys are intolerable of. Just like you think it's so bad that we're at war with Israel and we're at war for this and for that and for the other, right? But is what you don't understand is the effect, the cause and the effect, right? Because how long have we been at war with Israel? How many years have we been doing this?
Bro,
How long have we been at war with Israel? We haven't?
How many years have we been going back and forth with Israel?
Do you mean like fighting with them or fighting against them? I'm confused. On
Either or. If we're fighting with them, if we're fighting against them.
Can you
It's
name
no
a
different.
scenario
Okay,
of us
so listen.
fighting against Israel?
Listen, okay, so listen. If you, I, and Parker all go to if we're all going to go, I'm trying to explain it to you. Just shut up and listen.
Are you?
Shut up and
You're just
listen.
like refusing
For 30
to
seconds
give an
of your
example.
life, shut up and listen.
I mean, I've been quiet for the last 5 minutes.
If you and I, and Parker all go to a place to start a battle, okay? I'm trying to be careful what I say. And we all go to this.
Hey,
place to
Ash,
start
thank you
a
so much for
battle.
the $5 on YouTube Super Chat.
And then all of a sudden we get there and Parker says, well, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And he has a weapon and you have a weapon and I have a weapon. And now all of a sudden he turns the weapon on you and I. Are you going to stand for that and just be like, okay, yeah, sure. No, you're not. That's the same exact thing with Israel. The purpose for it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter the reason that they're doing what they're doing. That's irrelevant. The point of it is that they're going against what has been set. And then our president goes over there and mindfully speaks to them and tries to make amends. And then they go back and double cross us because that's what those people do. Just like you guys are okay with all these illegal immigrants coming into our country. You're okay with open borders. You're okay with all of that. And when we try to say, hey, listen, it's
What
time
is bro
to go
yapping
home.
about, bro?
You don't agree with that?
No, we are not pro open borders, bro. We want there to be a deportation of those that have committed
Well,
violent
yeah,
and
Joe
serious
Biden left
offenses.
the borders
But
open
for
like
those that
bleeding
haven't
wounds,
committed
and you're
violent
okay
or
with
serious
that?
offenses, I believe there should be a pathway to citizenship for those individuals. And if you think that Joe Biden's advocating for open borders, you're delusional. Joe Biden wanted to criminalize undocumented entry. He just wanted to make the legal process go quicker.
I'm not delusional, first
Yes,
of
you
all.
are.
He did what he did. He did what he did for 4 years. Our borders were open for 4 years.
No, they weren't.
Were they not?
No.
Yes, they were.
How do you
Yes,
identify that they were open?
How do you identify they weren't? They said open borders.
No, they didn't.
have
They never
documentation of
themselves
videos.
said open borders. How do you identify what an open border is? You're claiming that there was an open border. So I'm asking you,
There
how
was
do you know that there was an open border?
Several open borders.
Several open borders? What?
Yeah, our borders were all open.
What
like
do you mean
bleeding wounds.
several? There's two fucking borders. It's the south and the north.
And you think that the only way people got in were those two
Maybe
ways?
you could say Alaska. Are you say Alaska and Canada? Like what?
No, I'm just saying that you think that's the only two ways that those people got in and they continuously get in?
What
that
other
what you're saying?
borders? What other borders?
Oh my gosh, dude. You can't be serious. Okay, yes, there's two borders, you're correct.
Dean, by the
But
way, you
what I'm
can
trying to
send a
say
guest
is
request back. I'll
regardless
bring you
of
back
whether
up.
they walk over to the border and come in or not, they're still coming in.
I think
correct?
it accidentally made Dean leave.
But they don't come in now. Because why? Because we protect our United States. Because of Trump. Not because of Joe. Because of Trump. And why is that important? Because when you have people that come in freely and freeload off the government that you're okay with.
Undocumented immigrants can't freeload off the federal government.
Oh, really? Okay, well, let's talk about this then. Let's talk about food stamps.
Okay.
How do they get food stamps? How do they get free medical? How do they get free college?
You're talking about asylum seekers.
Okay, either way.
Those are legal
Whether they're
immigrants,
asy-
sir.
They're not legal. They're illegal as hell.
Under the
Just
asylum,
like all
the
people
asylum
that go in and
process
get
is a legal
driver's
process,
license.
sir.
And here's the other thing that you seem to not understand is that every time an illegal comes in, that's taking a mouth of America away, like a food away from American.
Oh,
Okay, that's not
no, it's
true.
not.
It's actually giving more food to more Americans. Could I tell you how?
Yeah, please. I would love to hear this explanation of bullshit.
They pay more in taxes than they take away in social benefits.
But they actually have to pay taxes, and guess who doesn't pay taxes? Illegals. And first of all, here's
They
the other
do
thing.
over
This is
$100
what
billion
frustrates
in
me.
taxes in 2022.
They
You're just
don't.
wrong.
No, they don't.
Wait, do you want to
They do
bet?
not.
Do you want to bet?
It doesn't matter what kind of bullshit.
Do you
want to
bet?
because that's all it is bullshit. Because the
Do you
numbers
wanna bet,
do not
sir?
math. The math does not math. Because
Sir, do
guess
you wanna
what?
bet?
Our country, listen. Our
Sir, do
country
you wanna
is
bet?
$4 trillion in debt. Do you know why that is?
40.
Yeah, Trump
It's
signed
not
off on
because
$4
they all
trillion
pay
more than the
taxes.
Democrats. Did you know that?
It's not because they pay taxes. And here's another interesting
Did you know that Donald
fact.
Trump signed off on more debt-related spending by over $4 trillion more than the Democrats in his first admin, let alone the trillions more that he's added this term?
And you know why that is? Because money talks and bullshit walks.
What?
But here's the important thing that you need to understand, right? Here's the thing that you need to know.
Money talks and bullshit walks. No, hey,
Exactly.
that was fire.
It
Listen.
didn't even respond to anything I said, but
I did
That was,
too. I
that was
responded
fire.
to all
No,
of it.
no, like admittedly, that was good. That was a good one. Okay,
Yeah.
but it
Here's
doesn't
the other
address
thing.
anything.
Here's the other thing that you don't understand is every time an illegal comes in and gets free benefits from this country that you support, right? The free benefit part and the free schooling and the free everything because we want them to become
we give
an
them
American.
free everything. Yes, people who are undocumented,
Free
they just live for free.
everything.
They free everything.
Yeah, I'm from
everything.
Chicago, Illinois.
Free
Okay, I'm from
everything.
Chicago. Illinois.
Free everything.
Free pancakes, actually. Free pancakes, free waffles, free bacon, actually. Free salmon, okay? We're giving them free lobster, free crab, okay? Free everything, actually, okay? It's all free. Free for
Your
the
Trump
undocumented,
impersonations are
actually.
horrible, my dude. You better
Oh
stick to
wait,
Joe.
wait! Did you see that Trump is trying to force members of the military to undergo gender reaffirming care?
But let's also talk about this. This is another hot topic for you guys. All
No,
of
did you
your
see that?
Democratic-
I
Did
did
you
not
see
see
that
this.
Trump is
So
forcing-
Trump is advocating for gender affirming care?
No, not advocating for, forcing gender affirming care.
Forcing gender affirming care.
I don't believe that. That's bullshit. I do
Yeah,
not.
testosterone treatment for males in the military over the age of 30.
No, they're not.
Yes.
Gender affirming care.
Yes.
Here's
Look
the
at
other
that.
thing. Let's
Gender
talk
affirming care.
About, hey, listen. Let's talk about.
Hey, do you support the federal government paying for gender affirming care?
I'm actually interested to see what the outcomes of this is. It's either a
What,
good
say it-
decision
say
or
the
like
question
a
again?
fucking
Dean, new argument unlocked. I'm gonna do this for people in person. Would you support a candidate that forced federal funds to be used for gender affirming care?
affirming care? No. No.
so stupid. Oh my god.
Why
bro.
is that so funny? Why is that so funny?
Dude, you're actually just so lost. It's just not even funny.
No, you're the lost one, my dude. Listen.
Hey, would you
here's
be
the other
down
thing.
to actually have a
Let's
conversation
talk about.
with
Let's
me
talk
after you
about.
finish your
Let's go
conversation with
into
Todd?
the.
Yeah, you're like, he's
No,
so
listen,
crazy.
Pepsi.
I'm gonna bring him on my stream.
Yeah, Pepsi. Listen, I'm about to go live here in like a minute.
Listen, I want to explain something else to you. First of all, I don't care. Let's talk about the Democratic Party in the House. Okay, let's go. Let's transition over to the House and talk about who makes the laws, the lawmakers, correct? Now, you guys were saying earlier that sometimes it's okay to say a little white lie. It's okay to pass a number. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. It's okay if a woman wants to go in and have an abortion. It's fine. That's not murder. Right?
True.
But let's talk. Okay, now let's just talk. Let's shift gears for a second and talk about the Democratic Party that lives in the House and makes all of the rules. Do you know how many of those Democratic people that go in and make our laws have DUIs? Do you know how many have a
Pete Hegseth?
sex assault cases against them? Do you know how
Trump?
many have? Not Trump. I didn't say I didn't say
Trump specifically is a violent sex offender. And
He's
Hegseth, does Hegseth have a DUI? I'm not sure.
I'm not talking about them though. We're talking about.
Oh, wait,
your people.
I mean,
Let's
you
put the
brought up
microscope
things that
on
are in reference to them, sure.
Okay, great. So that's 2 people on ours. Let's how many are on your party?
Yeah,
73% of your party have criminal charges. Most of them felonies.
Really,
Most
really,
of
really,
them-
who?
Yeah.
Can you name one
Yeah.
Democrat with a felony conviction?
What was the guy that just died? What was his name?
Lindsey Graham?
Lindsey
Yeah,
Graham.
yeah. Let's talk about Lindsey Graham for a
Did
second.
Lindsey Graham have a felony conviction?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
You
a
didn't know
Republican.
this?
Hey, he's a
Google
Republican,
it.
sir. Not a Democrat. He's a Republican.
Google it.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
He's
it
a
doesn't
Republican.
matter.
You can see on Trump's Truth Social about how he's talking about how Lindsey Graham's the greatest fucking human being to exist. And that he was a
But he
fighter for
didn't
this
start- He
country.
didn't start out as a Republican. He was a Democrat.
What do you... Dude,
Just
this is...
like
Wait, I'm
just
sorry.
like Vance.
You
Did you
cited
know
a
Vance
literal
started out as a
Republican. Sir,
Democrat?
can you cite one Democrat, one current Democrat that has a felony conviction that's in office, by the way?
Parker. Well, you're not in office, but you're.
I don't
close
have a
enough.
felony conviction. What?
You don't?
No.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Wait a minute. Let me ask you
You
this. I've got a
don't?
challenge.
What?
Wait. Time out. I've got a challenge for both of you. Since you guys are all pro.
Wait, can I
Listen,
actually
you
ask
guys are very pro for
Can
yourself.
I actually ask
You're
a
very
question real
pro
quick?
Democrat.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
No, wait. I've got a challenge for you, and if you accept it, then I'll give you whatever you want. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Listen. This is the challenge. Did you guys pay taxes this last year?
Yeah.
Okay, both of you pay taxes? Okay. How long have you guys been streaming TikTok and, social media, YouTube, and for years?
2021.
2021. Okay, so this last year, did you take the income that you made and filed it on your taxes for TikTok?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did? And you'd be willing to show us that?
No.
No, of course you wouldn't. Because why? Why is that?
Will you show us your tax returns?
Absolutely.
Do it right now.
100%.
Show it on
I
the
have
screen right now.
nothing to hide. I don't have them right in front of me.
Okay. So then why do I need to
But
show
if
you my
wanna
tax
set up a
returns?
date, if you want to set up a date and
I'm
go
not
on
gonna.
camera
I'm
and
not gonna
each
show
other,
my tax
absolutely,
returns on the live.
percent.
Why do I need to do that?
Because
Listen,
it just goes to prove.
listen,
Tell the
The
federal
reason why-
government to audit
you're
me.
not who you are,
Tell
and
Trump
you're
to
not
audit
honest.
me. Audit me.
Listen, the reason
Okay.
why, like, I wouldn't want to do that is because I don't think I have an obligation to share any private information publicly. Would that story be different if I was in public office? Absolutely. Am I in public office? No.
You act like you're in public office. You're out here
No.
advocating for people in public office.
True.
Dean,
True, I am.
Dean, apparently you act like you're in public office because you advocate for people in public office. So are you acting like you're in public office right now, Pepsi?
So all people that vote advocate.
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
people.
actually, I am, and I just willingly told you I would show
Hey,
you my
well,
tax.
he did his. Well, actually,
have
Dean
nothing
got
to
the
hide.
misinformation.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
fine.
hell?
Listen, I'll just take a quick opportunity then to say that I'm gonna go start my own live right now.
For sure,
Pure
I'll send everyone
Pepsi,
over.
Pure Pepsi, you should hit that follow button on my account because I want to continue this conversation with you. Will you join?
Yeah, I would love to, my dude.
Okay,
Here's
all
the
right.
other thing. See, when you guys,
I gotta
have things-
drop right now though because I got.
All right,
this
my
flag
dude, be
down.
good, be safe, be sound, and I honestly have nothing but good things for you. I hope.
Will I
that
see you
all
in less
things
than?
end well for you, my friend.
Will I see you in
Honestly.
less than 10 minutes, Pepsi?
Maybe if I'm done chatting with Parker.
Yeah, just like whenever you're done chatting with Parker. Yeah.
you have my word, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna
Parker,
go
but
live.
listen,
Parker,
here's
appreciate
the
you
thing.
for letting me
This
off.
is
Also,
the thing
Parker,
that
feel free to
upsets
join if you
me.
want.
Yeah, I got you.
This is the thing that upsets me when people have things to hide, and I don't care if it's a
Hey,
Democratic
wait, can
or
you pause real quick?
Republican Party.
I gotta thank my donors that I'm apparently not going to tell the IRS I got paid for. Give me 1 second.
I bet
Give me-
you're not.
Give me
Go
1
ahead.
second. Mazakine, thank you so much for the $1. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Put some W's for them in the comment section. Anya, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. Again, for the IRS free money. Thank you so much. Sophie, thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. Allison with the $5 for the IRS free money. Thank you so much. Nina with the $2. Thank you very much. Ask the guests the favorite color of crayon or flavor of crayon.
They want to know my favorite color of crayon.
Yeah, favorite flavor of crayon.
I want to know your favorite color of gummies. That's what I want to know.
I'll tell you after you tell me.
I would have to say the blue one, for sure.
Yeah, that's your
And I
favorite
like to
flavor?
mix it- Yeah, I like to mix it.
Yeah,
with a
for
little
gummies,
Elmer's
I'd probably go with like strawberry, bruv.
Okay.
CTH, thank you very much for the $50 for the left are intolerant, yet it's the Republicans who literally have done everything they can to cancel DEI initiatives and also LGBTQ culture. This caller is a prime example of how MAGA is gullible and easily triggered. Stupid and angry, 8647. Thank you so much. I really
I'm not
appreciate
even
it. Thank
angry,
you.
my dude. What is your
8647.
problem?
Can we get
I'm
some
not an angry
8647s in the chat? We love that. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Lila, thank you so much for the $2 twice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to be doing that here in a quick second. Thank you so much for the IRS free money. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, and the truth
Can
of
you
it
thank
is,
all of them for the IRS free money?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
I'm not thanking any of them because that's
Why not? They
right.
sent
But
IRS
here's
free
the
money,
thing,
bro.
This is what's funny. This is what's funny is that as long as whatever rule or regulation goes against or goes with what you believe in, then it's okay to smudge it. It's okay to be like, well, it's all right. It doesn't matter this time because it was just
What
something
rule or
little.
regulation, bro?
Well, you were talking earlier about when that guy was spitting numbers on papers and stuff like that. You were like, well, it's okay. It's just a little number. It doesn't matter. It really didn't make that big of a difference.
It was simply me just describing to him. I said like
No, I understand. I was there. I understand.
Yeah, I'll tell you that I said specifically 34,000 rather than 34,407, which, by the way, I put in the calculator. I just didn't say to him.
There. I seen it, and I agree with you. I wasn't against you on that. I was like, okay, this guy's not getting it. But here's the other thing. This is the truth of it. Is the thing that bothers me about people of your beliefs, and you can believe whatever you want, and at the end of the day, I can believe whatever I want. And that's what's amazing about this country, is that we have freedoms and liberties to do as we wish, when we wish. And it doesn't matter who tries to take them away. That's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. But here's what is important.
It does matter, so we can prevent them.
Well, you're not, but how long have they, okay, let me ask you this. How long have they been trying to prevent them?
That would be every day is going to be
Exactly.
You want to prevent
Every
these things because
single
freedom is a constant struggle. We want to continue to maintain freedom.
Correct. I couldn't agree with you more. 100%. But
Okay,
you're
so-
against going to war with Israel, and they're trying to take our freedom.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm against going. I wouldn't be in support of going to war with any country that has nuclear weapons.
They don't have nuclear weapons.
I think they do.
Well, that's what you think. So is what you're saying is you don't trust the person that actually knows. Just like I come onto your stream and I'm supposed to believe whatever fact bullshit you pull out of whatever fact bullshit you pull it out of.
That's not
And I'm
just
supposed
some
to
random
believe that
thing. I mean, I definitely think that they do. It's pretty obvious. I know that it hurts your feelings for me to believe in
It
things
doesn't
that are
hurt my
factual,
feelings at
but
all.
wait. So do you support
But
going
you're
to
not
war with?
speaking
Wait,
factual.
do you support
Have you
going to
gone
war
over
with?
to Israel?
Wait, hold up, pause.
Listen.
Do you support going to war with Israel, like against them?
I support going to war against Israel. Yeah. If they
So
here's
then
the
why do
thing,
you support Trump, who is going to war for Israel?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So
What
why
mean?
do you support Trump if he's going to war for Israel, if you want to go to war against Israel?
I don't want to go against Israel. I'm for Israel.
Where are we? Hello, you just said we should go to war against Israel. Now you're saying we shouldn't?
Well, I misunderstood what you were saying. But here's the other thing. Here's the main difference, okay? Regardless.
Okay, wait, so you want to go to war for Israel is what you're saying. So you're Israel first, not America first.
No, that is incorrect. No.
Okay.
Just like I'm not for illegal immigrants. The thing of it is that if you want to come over into America and you want to do the process of whatever it is, okay, then do the process. If you want to go through all of that hard work to do it and come here legally, then I'll hear you out. If you want to get a job and pay taxes and live the life that we live, great, I'll hear you out. If you want to raise a family, great, I'll
Can I
hear
ask you a
you
question?
out. What I'm not okay with is illegal immigrants coming across our border or being here in America or being here anywhere and taking food from our families, taking money from our United States and sending it back home, and then trying to say all this BS about, oh, well, they make more money. We make more money because of them. We do this, we do that. No, that's not true. Because we are feeding and supporting them. And if you guys are so supportive of them, why isn't your house full of illegal immigrants then?
I'll address that in a second. But one thing before I do. Do you support going to war for Israel, right, against the Islamic Republic of Japan?
No.
No? I thought you just said we should go to war for Israel.
We should.
Okay, so do you support going to war
Okay,
with
let me-
Israel
let me
against the Islamic
clarify.
Republic of Japan?
Let me clarify. We should go to war for Israel if it's to our benefit as the United States.
And do you
it's
think
not to our benefit-
going to war against the Islamic Republic of Japan is within our interests?
If it's going to help our country or better our country, then yes, 100%. If not, then no. What is so funny about that?
The Islamic Republic of Japan is not a country. It's not a country. The Islamic Republic of Japan. Japan is not an Islamic republic.
Okay, well, that's really irrelevant. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's like saying that, yeah, that's dumb as hell, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what you just said. You said we should go to war with the Islamic Republic of Japan.
well, I don't know what you believe, bro. Like, I'm not, you can believe anything. You could be
My
like, well,
stomach
you
actually
believe in
hurts,
the
bro.
war.
It hurts, bro.
You could say, do you believe in going to war with elephants? Okay, I don't, whatever you believe in, if you believe there's an Islamic war, maybe there is. Maybe you believe that.
Oh my god, dude, this guy, man, this guy.
But here's what I
This
do
guy's
believe.
getting
What I
clipped, bro.
believe
This guy's
is
getting
going-
clipped, bro.
I believe going to war for our country and supporting our country.
And would you would you yourself fight against the Islamic Republic of Japan?
Well, since they don't exist, probably not.
Oh, okay. So now he's changed his position now that he knows it doesn't exist. So you thought it existed prior.
But you see, this is the great thing about that, right? Is it doesn't matter what I believe in, it doesn't matter what
All right. Hey, we're going to Dean's Live. We're going to Dean's Live. You ready?
Are you taking us there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there too. Are you gonna go there right now?
Yeah, let's go.
You have to go join his stream and send a guest request.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, we'll look for you in the
Have a
box.
good one. Be safe.